Welcome back. This is Retirement News Online, and market volatility is what we're going to talk about today. That can derail even the most confident retiree, especially when income is involved. Now, a really good advisor doesn't just manage investments, they design strategies to help clients generate reliable income even when markets are moving against them. Joining me again is Marc Noonan with Clover Wealth Partners in Louisville, Kentucky. And Marc, we've had a lot of conversations around income and managing that. How do you generate dependable income for a client without having to force them to sell during a down market? So for example, when the market is adjusting, like we've seen recently, the tendency, how do you're taking income, you're going to be pulling from a down market. How do you adjust for that?
Day one is hugely important. Mm-hmm. And what I mean by that is, where did we put the money on day one? Mm-hmm. That decision is made leading up in the months, years to date of retirement, so that when we enter retirement and into an investment plan, mm-hmm. it's already set looking to those volatile times, mm-hmm. so that when we're drawing income, we're not in a position where we're experiencing much, if any, of that volatility.
And you spend a lot of your time working on diversification, obviously, in situations like this. Do you feel like a lot of people, when they start working with you, they kind of think they're diversified? They've got a number of accounts, retirement accounts, maybe 401ks, the stuff that they contribute to. But when you look under the hood, that's all the same stocks and they're entirely correlated. I guess you might call that naive diversification. How do you help somebody really truly diversify?
Well, you surround yourself with programs and research and possibilities that you can take 7 different investments, plug it into your program, and it can pull it apart and let you know large cap growth, small cap growth, so on and so forth. Excuse me. And get it diversified.
Okay, so let's talk about some of the other strategies that maybe the audience isn't aware of. There are insurance strategies, there's annuity strategies that come, when it comes to income, they can kind of take timing out of the market. They can, for example, handle sequence of returns risk. Can you talk about how you leverage some of those solutions?
The important thing to appreciate there is starting in the proper place on day one. That planning is started in the previous 6 months, previous 6 years to retirement. So now that we're in the proper place to start on day one, that up and down of the marketplace isn't as meaningful because we've planned different investments that aren't affected as negatively by that movement. There are annuities. There is life insurance to leave the larger number at the end. There's combinations of lesser volatile stocks, lesser volatile ETFs that make it so that when the market moves, we don't necessarily move with it.
So when we talk about income, would you say it's pretty common that most people have this idea, they're just trying to get to a number, right? And maybe they think they're going to take 4% out is what the 4% rule says. They don't really have an income plan, they just kind of got this drawer full of statements and they're sort of hoping. Would that be accurate in most cases when you meet people?
It could be, but not with me.
Yeah, before they start working with you.
We have to set a budget. A person has to understand going into retirement, how much does it cost me to get from the first of the month to the last of the month, the first of the year to the last of the year, and throw on a vacation and throw on Christmas for the grandkids. And if that number is inordinate compared to the amount of money we have to have a serious discussion. Mm-hmm. Because they will run out of money. It is possible.
Last one, so with a market adjustment, is the 4% rule valid at all?
In my humble opinion, no.
Okay.
I mean, does it cost the same amount of money to buy a gallon of milk today as it did 6 months ago, much less 6 years? Mm-hmm. So no, the 4% rule isn't valid because everything is so much more expensive in today's living.
That's Marc Noonan with Clover Wealth Partners in Louisville, Kentucky. This is Retirement News Online. You can find us at retirementnewsonline.com. Thanks for watching.